in the Republican primary in the 1st District. That's where we had the big upset tonight. Tom Smith has lost his seat in the primary, losing to newcomer Paul Ensley. The 25-year-old ran away with the three-way race, bringing in 50% of the vote. Smith, who has been on city council since 1999, only got 30%. News Channel 15's Adam Widener caught up with both Ensley and Smith. Adam?
Well, on one hand, you have disappointment from a longtime councilman. On the other, sheer happiness from a young candidate who tells me he didn't know what to expect. Ensley and Smith graciously shook hands once the results were clear. The newcomer is a controller for Health Kick Nutrition Center in Fort Wayne and a friend of State Representative Bob Morris, who co-owns the company. Smith congratulated Ensley and says he ran a better campaign in District 1, which covers a section of northeast Fort Wayne.
He campaigned very hard, and he really won the sign wars. He had more signs in the 1st District than I've ever seen. And I congratulate him, and I look forward to working with him in any kind of transition. Maybe it's the old saying that people want a new face, and he would be a new face. But on that, I don't know. I did a good job, I know that, and I'm proud of what I've done, and I'll move on.
We got out and campaigned. I knocked on a lot of doors. I had some great volunteers that knocked on doors with me. We met a lot of the voters and listened to their concerns and talked about our ideas for the district. Well, the number one thing we want to do is make sure that we're protecting our legacy fund. That was a huge issue with a lot of voters. They want to make sure that we're spending our legacy fund wisely and that we're getting a good return for whatever we decide to invest it in. I did thank him for his service, and he has done a wonderful job, and it's big shoes to fill, definitely.
The third candidate, Ken Richardson, received almost 20% of the vote. Ensley told me he knocked on about 4,000 doors as part of his campaign, and at this point, he doesn't have a challenger on the Democratic side.